With more people getting vaccinated across the country, more people are traveling. So what is the current guidance from health experts, and what do you need to know if you plan to travel?
Action 7 News reporter Brandon Evans is live at the Sunport with those answers.
Hey, Ron and Brittany, it's clear that more people are traveling right now. In fact, March 9th was the last time in the U.S. that the TSA as a whole screened less than 1 million passengers in one day. If you look at just the first week of April and the amount of people the TSA is screening, we are far from what was happening in 2020 and not that far off from where we were in 2019. And while it may be easy to see more people are traveling, the guidance from health experts is not as cut and dried. Here's Dr. Anthony Fauci.
The CDC makes it very clear that right now, with this level of infection in the community, we should probably try to avoid travel if we possibly can and limit travel to what we would call essential travel.
However, the CDC guidelines don't say anything about limiting travel for fully vaccinated people. Instead, they say people who are fully vaccinated, that's with an FDA authorized vaccine, can travel safely within the United States. Fully vaccinated travelers do not need to get tested before or after travel. That's unless their destination requires it. And fully vaccinated travelers do not need to self-quarantine. But even our state health experts are reluctant to give fully vaccinated people the green light.
People want to travel. I would still encourage you to only travel if it's an emergency right now, just because sitting on an airplane, you're really in close quarters with folks who may not have been as diligent about best COVID practices.
My analogy is, am I ready to have a party at my house with 150 strangers all wearing masks for 3 hours? And my answer is, well, no.
Now, the CDC still says that everyone, including those fully vaccinated travelers, should still follow those COVID-safe guidelines, wearing a mask, socially distancing, and of course, hand washing. We're live at the Sunport. Brandon Evans, KOAT Action 7 News.